Come close. Your hair smells pretty. Did you wash it last week?
The terms of this contract are simple. Shed some blood by taking out the enemy agents. Contract clock running out! Go! sudden death. Don't mess this up.
I understand. is my plaything. Distortion is but a tool.
Get ready for sudden death. I expect a win.
Entering the vortex. True cruelty.
Sudden death. Don't mess this up.